Hi everyone, it's Suzanne from Life Evolution. Here I am on Wednesday afternoon when I always want to do my videos, my Facebook Lives, and I'm at a friend's house. We're actually doing some work on my website, and super exciting. And I realized, oh wow, I've got a busy day. I'm not going to get the chance to do this with my tripod at home where I normally do. So I thought, well, I have to kind of go with the flow, and I am going with the flow by doing this in my friend's backyard. And you can see behind me there's a pool. Fabulous. We're 30-degree weather here in Ontario, and loving every minute of it. Anyways, wanted to really today, I thought I'd talk about going with the flow. So I'm going with the flow today by doing this video here. I'm holding my phone. Hopefully it's not wobbling around too much. And I've kind of had to go with the flow on a few things this summer. And one of the big things was that I think many of you will know that I lost 70 pounds 4 years ago, and I've managed to keep it off, well, most of it off. And I ran into a couple of bumps this summer. I was super stressed about a bunch of things, didn't really realize it, and started to gain a bit of weight back. And you know what? It happens to 98% of the people that you lose weight and then you gain it back. And I'm not gaining all of it back by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got a few pounds that I want to shed and get a little leaner. And I struggled this summer. I really did. And then I realized, you know what? I just need to go with the flow and take some of the stress off and know that this is normal and everybody goes through this, so why shouldn't I? But there are so many different ways of managing it really well. So I changed my mindset a bit in that I was, I got, I think like many of you maybe, a little down in the dumps, a little, oh God, how am I going to do this? I can't do this. It's hard. And you know what? It's hard, yes, but it's simple. And I went back to basics, and I started tracking my food, and I started watching what I was eating a little more carefully. I started watching how many glasses of wine I was having on the patio on a Saturday night. And I realized, wow, you just a little bit of focus and just not stressing about it and just doing it one step at a time, baby steps. So that's what I've been doing. And let me tell you, my energy's up. I feel better about myself. I am starting to lean out a bit. Biggest thing for me though is my energy is up and my whole mindset, because is different. I'm a big believer in that our mind is tied to our heart and tied to our gut. They all three communicate, and you have to really get them in balance and in harmony, and then things flow. And another big eye-opener for me this summer was that stress does so much to us. It shoots we know it shoots our cortisol up, and when our cortisol is really high, super hard to manage any of the weight, and we kind of get maybe a bit of that excess around our middle that we don't really like. So I've been on a bit of a journey this summer, and I'm still on the journey, and I'm loving it. And I know that many of you are on a similar journey. And I'm gonna tell you, go with the flow, one step at a time. Drink more water, get more sleep, watch what you're eating a bit better, have a really high protein breakfast. Small things. I'm happy to help any of you that want some help. That's kind of what I do now, and it's because I love it. And I know that there's so much possible for us, because each and every one of us, we're all good enough. We all deserve it. It just needs a bit of focus and sometimes a bit of help. So anyways, that's me for today. And here you'll hear sirens coming in the back, but can't help that when you're outside. Anyways, I'm so glad to have been able to connect with all of you today. If you have any comments, or if there's anything I can help you with, please put your comments below. I'd love to hear from you, even if you just want to say, yeah, I get it. Anyways, have a fabulous rest of the week, and we will see you next Wednesday, and I hope to chat with many of you really soon.